Struggle is true. All my people stand firm, and I will stand with you. Struggle is real. Struggle is true.
Welcome back to the Defeating Camp podcast. A few months ago, we caught up with Austrian adventurer Stefan Garr as he pedaled his bicycle across to Asia solo, self-supported, on a journey around the world. Since then, the journey has only grown. Stefan has crossed Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and is now deep into South America, after more than a year and a half on the road. But what makes this chapter especially unique is that he's no longer riding solo. Joining him is his father, Klaus, my old teammate and great friend. Together, they're tackling mountain passes in the Andes, navigating remote roads, battling headwinds, and experiencing the freedom that comes with carrying everything you need on two wheels. And before we get started, this episode feels especially meaningful because Father's Day is coming up. Over the last couple of years, I've stepped back from Cannes to work hard at spending time with my own father before he passed away. That time together is something I'll always cherish, which is the reason Klaus and Stefan's story resonates so deeply with me. Seeing a father take a year away from work to share an adventure like this with his son is a powerful reminder that some of life's greatest experiences aren't the things we buy or achieve. They're moments we share with people we love the most. In honor of my dad and to celebrate and remember all dads, we've released a Dad Can tee at spiritofcan.com. I hope you get a chance to check it out. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's catch up with Stefan and Klaus Garr.
That's the Can name.
I love it. How you guys doing?
Really good. Well, we have to do some recovery because we rode 4 days straight, averaging like 65 miles.
Okay, slide over. I gotta see my boys. Stefan, there you go. That's better.
Dude, we're riding like maniacs. It's the last month. I just looked it up because 1,300 kilometers,
Wow.
from Santiago until here.
Wow. So maybe we could start. You left Asia and then directly Australia. Okay.
Yeah, after we talked,
That's
I went
right.
to Japan afterwards, after
Okay.
Korea.
Yeah.
And from Korea to Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and then I rode to Bali.
Yeah.
And then from Bali, I flew to Perth.
Yeah.
I cycled across the Nullarbor until Melbourne, and then from Melbourne, I went to Queenstown, New Zealand, and then cycled up to Auckland.
Unbelievable. And so what time of the year was that you left Australia?
Beginning of April. I thought it was like autumn down there, so starting to
and,
become winter.
and then after New Zealand is when you ended up in Chile.
Yeah, in Santiago.
So Dad, which is my good friend Klaus here, I raced bikes with Klaus for many years in the States. They're both from Austria. So obviously, phenomenal athlete. The two of them are like this incredible pair of adventurers. That's why I put that design together. Is I love the idea of these two just crushing giant adventures and obstacles. And this is the most epic thing ever, to be riding your bikes around the world with packs and all the gear. So Klaus, you decided to take a year off. Stefan's already been on the road for a year. You decided to take a year off from work, right?
Stefan he started in October 2024, so he's already a year and a half.
Yep.
Yeah, when he left, I had this idea, I would like to join it. And then I asked the company, about the sabbatical plan. And there's a maximum of 1 year that you can take, but you have to save that up, So when during the time Stefan was riding this 1.5 years, I saved up the time now for a year off. So that was a perfect, that was perfect planning. It's
So amazing.
really
Yeah.
was incredible. So I saved that, and then I left Austria on April 7, flew to Santiago, and then I waited for Stefan there, and that's where we started riding together.
That's amazing. First off, I have to commend Austria. We have sabbaticals, but it's called getting fired or quitting. That's how we do it. They don't give you a year off. And so
it's really cool. Sorry, because you get less salary during that saving up period.
Okay, brilliant.
But then you have the same salary throughout that year.
Oh, that's super awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is for something like that. It's perfect because
it really is.
that even though you're not spending that much money, it accumulates.
Chance
So
of
you
a
have
lifetime that you get to
Oh.
do something like this. So
Absolutely.
you're a gaming design. You're in tech. You're not like uber wealthy, super rich people. You just put this idea together, saved your money,
Yeah,
came
exactly.
up with this plan, and you'll be back at work in a year.
Yeah. I have my next working day is April 1st, 2027. Sounds pretty nice though.
Yeah, it does
Like if you
sound
do it
really
like that.
nice.
I still have a year.
Well, your old teammates are retiring right now, and I'm getting pretty jealous, but I still have a lot to do. So I'm wondering if Stefan's gonna ever go back to work, because I'm guessing your mindset is, are you loving the whole adventure still, or how are you feeling about everything?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it, but I'm also looking forward to going back home,
So
up
you
with my friends again.
Yeah. I bet it was the most wonderful feeling. Did you pick up Dad at the airport, or where did you guys connect? Where did that all happen? The reunion.
At the Airbnb, just took an Uber and
you just cruised
Yeah.
in, and
Yeah, we had a really cool Airbnb at an apartment at the 32nd floor of a building, so you could oversee Santiago
that was
and face.
beautiful.
I think your picture,
Yeah, I know,
where with the sunset from the Andes, that's
Yeah,
what I
that
was
was from
facing.
there.
I was
Okay.
every morning. It was incredible. So
Yeah.
we stayed there, and I added 3 more nights before we left Santiago,
Okay.
just to, hang out a little bit. And
Yeah,
chill.
reconnect.
Need to look at some bike parts, because Stefan's bike was kind of already worn out. I had to replace the bottom bracket.
Awesome. It's good to have technical dad show up and help with some of that stuff. Super awesome.
Yeah, I do all the lubing and the greasing stuff, because that it's just what you do. When you race, you do that after every race. It's so you have to do that.
That was for team mechanics, Klaus.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Nice.
super awesome. I'm just really stoked for you guys. I think it's awesome you're together, and it's going to be a really fun adventure. And you already started out with it, so you guys have all the similar gear. Obviously, I don't know if did you bring stuff for him that he didn't have, that he needed, or
Well, it's just the old thing, like beeps and some shirts.
Oh, okay, awesome.
But that's really important, because he was wearing the beeps, for forever. It was wore out. This is crazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was looking at the picture, so let's just jump into it. The bikes, how much do they weigh with all the gear on them? What do you think?
It's like 30, 35 pounds.
Yeah.
It's super heavy, dude. Like we did the Andes. They took 4 hours of climbing, dude. I have never went through this before. It was insane. You cannot pace, you have to go with the gear, because you cannot go faster. It's impossible. You go like a mile and then you're done.
Oh, really?
With the weight,
So you'd have to stop or take breaks?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay.
It's really something else.
Yeah.
It's also, yesterday we had the last 2 days we had headwinds. You cannot imagine from the tactical standpoint, you know what to do. So you just pace a kilometer, and then you can go a pace. With this bags, it's like you're putting up a sail, but you're going the other way.
I was gonna say there's not
That's
any
insane.
aerodynamic
You have to
characteristics.
experience this. This
Yeah.
is really crazy.
And so are you drafting off of each other to a degree?
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you-
Absolutely.
Okay, so the route you took, it looked like some of the most insane pictures I've seen yet, because it looked off-road. in
Oh, yeah.
some-
That was
some
that
aspects,
was-
right?
It was a 40-mile like dirt road, washed out like crazy. You cannot imagine. This was really the beginning of that road was headwind too. So we went up,
Yeah,
headwind and the weight
yeah.
on the dirt road.
I'm sure. So your training probably prepared you some, because I know you were training a lot, but it probably wasn't what you could do even, right?
No, you cannot. No, this is way different, with that weight.
Yeah.
There's no powering. You really have to pace yourself and just look that you that you can continue.
Mhm.
On the Andes, I used the lowest gear on my bike uphill because of the weight.
Yeah.
You just pace yourself. You just know it. There's no race to win. You just
there's no
you just go with the flow.
Well, yeah, I have to also mention, since we rode riding together, the average increased quite a bit, because you know me.
I do. I do.
You know,
I do.
today I went like really like kind of fast, you know,
Yeah.
because I like the port.
Yeah.
And then it was
do.
raining, and
You
he putting me in the rain. It's like,
Yeah. Well,
so
that's
I
good
have to,
until he gets mad and sends you home. So you
yeah. Exactly.
good
That's
partner.
that's it. No, but it's all good, you know. I mean,
That's awesome.
there's no rush, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to be anywhere
Yeah.
at any point of time. That's what I had to learn in the beginning. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Oh, I just
So
got like, kind of chicken skin kind of about that idea. I mean, for all of us that are just jamming at work and just busting our ass right now and like in an office, and to think
yeah.
about the times we get a weekend that we do
Uh,
something like that. And usually it's super structured, right? You're in and out of
exactly.
a hotel and this and that. So the idea that you're going to be roughing it, I know you're staying in VRBOs and stuff, but a fair amount of the time you're just going to be out in the wild.
Yeah, tent. Like
and
we
in
have tents,
or,
you know,
yeah,
with
yeah,
our tents.
yeah, it's amazing.
And that's what's gonna be probably going up further north, you know,
Yeah.
once we hit Bolivia and Peru. That's where I think there will be a lot of really nice opportunities to just stay in the tent, you know,
Yeah.
with the clear sky and then the high altitude, you know, that's really something else.
Yep. The stargazing, just did you get to spend some time at all, like, or was it just an all-out assault over the?
I mean, for us, that was the first day we tried.
Yeah.
We went up there,
Yeah.
but there was weather change.
Yeah.
And because of the altitude, it was snowing up there. And so we turned around. And then there was the first attempt. And then the next day it was clear sky. And that's where we went over the top. There's the Aconcagua. That's the highest peak. That's right there. And then we went to Uspallata. We arrived there at 9:45 at night. So we rode at night.
Wow.
too.
Okay. So are you guys pretty well lit or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I figured.
The-
I love riding at night. So let's talk about route now. What are you going to be doing in the next few weeks? What's the plan?
plan is Uruguay. That's, I think, like 300 kilometers away.
Yeah, 300 kilometers to go. Then after Uruguay, we're gonna dip into Brazil just a little bit.
Okay.
Then back Argentina. Then right like Uruguay. And then from the capital, we're gonna go back to Argentina because the route going up to Bolivia is nicer this way. I tried to make one through Paraguay, but there was a lot more elevation.
So you mean you've already done some scouting, or do you mean when you're looking at maps and stuff?
Yeah, it maps with Komoot. You can
Yeah. And if
the elevation profile.
for people listening, you can follow both of them on Komoot, which is a mapping app.
It puts you on really ridiculous trails. I don't know if you've seen some Instagram posts from people that come out planning are like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's always an adventure because you don't know what the road's gonna.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
doesn't even look like a
I
road.
guess
or
so.
anything.
With that, how long did you say that rutted dirt road was?
40 miles.
50 kilometers.
Yeah. No, it was really long. So at the end, I at the last couple of kilometers, I didn't want to pedal anymore. I was like, fuck this. This was crazy.
Even though the roads got better at the end, it was worse at the
Yeah.
beginning.
So, were you spending a lot of time on the bike, Klaus, before you came out, or were you before you traveled out to meet him? Were you doing 5-6 hour rides or anything
No,
like that?
absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, the first ride we did from Santiago to Los Andes.
Yeah.
I cramped up so bad at night because I wasn't used to riding like 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
But you just jump into it. You know, and
Yeah.
you do
That's
it.
what you do. You're right. And eventually your body will adapt. It's probably smart not to have taxed it already, so you can be building as you go. I know that you wouldn't be able to, guesstimate how many people are doing this currently, but are there any indication, through the apps that you're using and the mapping or social media, or just running into people?
Yeah, there are actually, I think quite a few. I don't know how many are
Sure.
are doing like a trip around the world, but there are a lot that doing long distances. There are especially for New Zealand.
Sure.
I haven't met as many bikepackers as I met there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, there were really a lot. And also in Australia, I met the guy. He's was he 8 years old?
Wow.
Yeah, still going.
Mentally, something different. You just ride and pace, but this is so different. It puts you in a different state. That the weight tells you the pace. You know, you can go 5 miles, but then you die because of the weight. You know.
Right.
So okay, and then you realize, okay, this is wrong, and then you just go,
Sure.
and then you can go. I mean, we ride. It's not a fast pace, but it's decent. You know, so you make 65 miles a day. And that is really cool, you know. You really cover quite some distance.
65 miles a day is a lot with all that gear. And
Yeah.
how much are you having to stop and just camp where you're at? Or is some of that occurring where you're just like, I'm not going to go any further. I'm along the side of the road here. This is a good spot. I'm just going to pull over and set up a campsite. How often does that kind of a scenario happen?
Here, not as much. Like Australia or New Zealand, pretty convenient because they're very long distances.
Okay. And with not much in between, right?
Yeah, exactly. In the Nile River, there were like stretches where there's like 200 kilometers nothingness. So
wow, yeah, more densely populated where you are now, I would think.
Yeah, there's like a small village or town like every 25 kilometers.
Nice. Some VRBO stuff you'll be doing, and you guys are already mapping that out and planning that. And
we have a fun fact. So 2 days ago, we stopped at the hotel was closed, and the guy came out and gave us a room. That was really cool. And then he immediately Instagram post. So he posted, and then he contacted the guy from the Argentinian radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we went during dinner. The guy from the radio texted me if we are available because we leave tomorrow, and I said, yeah, just do it tonight,
Sure.
And then they came over to the restaurant, and we had the interview at the restaurant.
Oh, it's awesome.
And then that was broadcasted yesterday.
Okay.
The translator, but it was really funny. So we had this guy singing there, taking a video with the microphones, and there was like the beer bottle standing there, and it was like it's recorded the whole.
In the U.S., it seems like everyone's always doing something for a cause to help fight a disease or bring awareness to something, and you guys are just doing it because you love doing it. Did they ask you those kinds of questions? Are they curious about?
No. They
why?
What they asked is because it's kind of sensation that somebody does that.
Yeah.
Because people here don't do that. They wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
So he was the main thing was what our impression was coming to Argentina. What do we think of the country, and what we think of everything about the situation, the people, and everything.
Sure.
That was pretty much compared to Chile and all this. That's pretty much what they. And then of course our journey was also toward Stefan, of course.
You got to be proud of that, and
absolutely,
it's a great story to tell too. I still am just blown away by the whole idea of it. I was telling Mauricio Prado, our old teammate, and I was like, we're just grinding out on computers and working, and they're just out there, just riding bikes
every day,
and gonna be for days. And I don't know that I could come up with that or do that in my head or have the courage to do it. I mean,
to be honest, I would not have done it
if it weren't for him.
I wouldn't even have thought of it,
Yeah.
But it's a perfect solution to doing that, Then and everything fell into place, and saving up this time, and now it actually happened. That we ride together. I mean, this.
It's
we
so
never
cool
thought of it.
To do it with your son too is awesome.
Yeah, of course.
And that you have the health and fitness. I mean, you talked about. I'm sure you're feeling pretty grateful about your financial circumstances, life circumstances, and then your health to be able to do all of this.
Absolutely. To be honest, definitely some richness,
Yeah.
To life.
Oh, sure.
Where money does not really have any meaning. I'm definitely learning from him too.
Yeah.
To write the right pace for that, because
I
I,
kind
I,
of
I
wish
always
I kind of
tend
wish I would have been there for that. Yeah. Oh, I
push and
know.
pull, and because
So
it's like,
you,
but it's really, I always see it, the first couple of rides I saw like the end where I'm like super antsy, and then I kind of get, like low sugar and all this bullshit. And he just rides, he
Yeah.
just rides
So, okay, yeah.
until the end.
I didn't
And he goes,
articulate that question very well early on because I'm not picturing like a physiological in the mirror transformation. I'm saying that mentally you've changed because you're able to do this, continuously. Like
Mhm.
just it's not muscle, it is muscle endurance, but in a whole different way. It's
oh,
such a
absolutely.
unique
Yeah.
like he's saying, which I think is really unique because you crush miles and you're always on Swift racing bikes and all that
Mhm.
stuff, and it's so different, right?
Oh, no comparison. Absolutely no. No,
But
this
but
is,
just as hardcore, just in a different way.
it is uphill, especially because once you go up
Yeah.
at this rate,
Yeah.
you feel like somebody's pulling you back, like really, like,
Yeah.
so there's only one pace you can go, you cannot force it. It's,
Love it.
that's a learning curve.
So
Absolutely.
what are you most excited about? You guys are together, which is awesome. What are you guys looking forward to in terms of where you're going to be headed, or you have any kind of excursion kind of stuff that you want to do?
Well, yeah, there's this in Bolivia, the salt flat.
Yeah.
I think that's what I really want to see.
Okay. A salt
I've
flat.
seen
Is it like,
huge. Well, you see, if you look at the satellite imagery,
yeah.
it's a real white spot. That's what it is. It's huge.
Okay.
That's the salt flat.
That's like
yeah.
the one we
You
tried
own-
to.
You own it.
You remember when we drove back from a crit in LA and we had to drive across the salt bed to get around the
Oh, yeah,
trail
yeah,
stage?
yeah. Oh, that was like Mad Max. Yeah, that was a super adventure. Oh my
I'm
God.
sure it's a lot bigger than
Everybody
that.
was like riding off the highway in the desert.
Yeah.
The cars was like, it was dust all over.
It was not, it turned out to not be super safe or legal, but
No, no.
but we got through it, and
No, no, this is that's even
basics.
bigger.
I'm
That's
sure
you
it's
see that from satellite.
epic.
If you look at Bolivia on the very west,
Yeah.
the western side,
Okay,
that's
I'll
it's
check it out.
huge.
Yeah. And you'll ride across
And-
that or just
Yeah, we
go
go
the
we go
traverses?
there, and then eventually we'll try Machu Picchu.
What else you got for me? Any other stories?
Yeah, because you said before,
Yeah.
like, pushing through and going more distances.
Yeah.
I actually did my longest distance in New Zealand. I did
Okay.
302 kilometers.
302
Wow.
kilometers at once.
Yeah.
And did you have a tailwind?
No.
Oh.
Not really. It was at the beginning, so it was like a little. That was the beginning was mostly uphill, and then the rest was downhill, and with a little bit of uphill at the end, because there was bad weather coming, and then the last few hundred meters, it started raining. 300K.
Yeah,
I've
on
never
that
done
bike.
in my-
Yeah, me
I've
neither.
never done.
Well,
that's-
it reminds me of those solo guys in Race Across America. They would start in Oceanside and they would
That's-
stop to like Durango.
Yeah.
You could do that easily now. The fascinating thing about riding and the continuous riding like that is your neck and shoulders get blown out, right? Like from
Mhm.
being in that position for that long.
Yeah,
Like we'd
yeah.
see these crazy neck apparatus like this, like harness to, because your neck just fails, you can't lift it up anymore. So I'm sure just crazy stuff like that, like you just get on the bike and your body's like, that's where I'm supposed to be now, right?
Mhm.
Like that's like your lazy boy. It's literally like your couch, like you're super comfortable on it, I bet. I mean, I just remember that from being really fit and doing those ultra events, is just stepping back on. And even if I was tired, I was like, oh, this is pretty comfortable. It's kind of a weird concept, right? But
Yeah.
kind of happens that way.
Yep.
And
Well, send you, continue to send you.
no, I
pictures.
really love that. I love all, and I love you guys repping Can. One more time, I want to see the shirts. You got to stand up. Pretty sick.
Well-
And check out the new website. I've been busting my ass on that.
Okay. How's the can stuff going anyway?
It's okay. I mean, it's selling well on Kauai, and it's just been on me to not. I haven't put together a great marketing.
Well, there's a lot of time that you need to invest. Of course,
and that's what I'm doing. So right now, I'm just like, I've decided for the next couple years, I'm going to put everything I can into it because
there's no kids.
Yeah, there's no kids.
Good.
What else you got for me? Any other stories?
Dude, what's really crazy is the dogs here are so friendly. You have no idea.
Oh, really? And are they all off? They're not on leash. They're just freestyle, right? They're just
free. They come and then they're like so happy and super, super relaxed. Like you can pet them. They jump up and like, oh, I love you. It's like, what the hell? This is really like amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, what? You're a dog owner too, especially when if you have had a dog or you have a dog, you know what it is. You can read them,
Yeah.
But this is like incredible. I was like, everywhere we went, they just come by and say hi, and then then they leave again. It's like, and then hi. It was super happy. It was like no super chill.
That's awesome.
It's really cool.
I mean, it's kind of just such a different culture, and things like that are so little when you kind of discuss them. But my neighbor came out today and he was like, "Oh, hey, have you seen Buttercup or their dog?" And I'm like, "No." And it's like, neighbors have been knocking on my door and said Buttercup's out, and he's kind of relaxed about it. He's not too worried, but everybody else in the neighborhood's all upset because there's a dog, and we're like a gated community. Like, it should be kind of okay, but everyone's so protective of everything. It's just nice to see that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it.
They're like running wild. I mean, not wild, but in the city and everywhere, and then you go stop by the gas station. There's a huge dog, and he jumps, is like wagging his tail. Hey, hi,
some food, and then and they know where their home is, so they'll go home. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but they read you as well. They really, you can see that they're really careful. They look at you.
Yeah.
How you to look at them?
Are you a good human?
Exactly. They totally
and they
check
know
that out.
right away.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, I think I sent you this one picture with
you
with
the four dogs all over you. Yeah.
That road was like forever nothing. And then there comes this farmer. He walks towards us.
Yeah.
And there were like 4 big dogs, and I was like just kneeling down, and they were like, holy shit.
That's awesome.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's the stuff. That's like some of the coolest part of that adventure, right? I love all
absolutely.
That stuff. That's so fun. Cool. Get thousands of pictures. Luckily, you're fun and kicking ass, so keep that up, man.
No, this is fitness. Awesome. I love it because this is like, it reminds me of the training camps we did in Italy. All this along the distance ride with that slower pace. Where you get the base miles.
Sure.
This is pretty much what it is.
So just like when you get home, you'll throw in some intervals and you'll be dominating.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering when I go back to the Swift, what my FTP will be.
I think you're like, gonna be
break the chain.
You're gonna be unimpressed. No, at 8 miles an hour.
But 500 watts.
Do you guys have watt meters? You don't, do you?
No.
Good. I would be so.
That's
like
completely unnecessary.
No,
really.
Wasted weight and.
What we have is a beer meter. It's the most important.
It is. That's awesome. All right. I'm just gonna stay in touch with you guys.
Okay, man.
Love you guys.
Right, man.
Catch you soon. Take care, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Struggle is true. All my people stand firm, and I will stand with you. Struggle is real.